Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For our radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also tuning in online worldwide, thanks to our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music. We're glad you all could be with us as well. But as I told you guys, I've already gotten taxes out of the way. I know a lot of us have because it is tax season, but you may not recognize that April is also seen as Financial Literacy Month. So this is a perfect time to not only focus on supporting our youth with helpful tools that can prepare them for a brighter financial future, but also think about ourselves as well. Joining us today to share some of those tips, tools, as well as results from a recent survey about financial literacy among U.S. high school students, we're excited to welcome Dave Zasada to our broadcast today. Dave is the Vice President of Corporate Responsibility at Intuit, and we have Michael Bonner joining us as well. Michael is a high school teacher, speaker, and author. Thanks to the two of you for the time. We do appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, Cyrus. We appreciate it.
Look, the pleasure's definitely all mine. Dave, we're going to kick things off with you. Tell us what Intuit has learned about the problem of kids not graduating being financially literate.
Yeah, well, you might be surprised to hear that adults in the U.S., generally have a poor level of financial literacy, and we've learned that this is at least partially driven by the fact that today only 25% of students are required to take a personal finance course before they graduate high school, which means that the vast majority of kids won't cross the graduation stage knowing how to budget or save or manage credit or really even understand basic financial terms and concepts just before they start making financial decisions that can impact them long term.
And that is so important for sure. So Dave, where do kids learn about managing money today then?
Well, what we've heard is from kids directly is that they're really not learning this from their parents, which many think that they naturally would be. And that's typically because either the parents don't feel comfortable talking to their kids about it or because parents just assume that they're learning it in school. And kids actually want that as well. In fact, in a recent survey that Intuit has done, it showed that 85% of high school students want financial education while they're actually in school.
And I think that's such an important thing I can remember for myself. That is the place for myself where I kind of got into financial literacy is, of course, with school. Michael, I want to bring you in, and I want to first say thank you for the great work you're doing as an educator and also as a speaker. What do you find are the greatest challenges, Michael, facing children today in understanding finances, and how can they get prepared?
Well, one of the greatest challenges in understanding finances is, number one, in the education system, there are so many different things that we have to cover and so many different things we have to handle that are prioritized, such as standardized testing and et cetera. But what I've discovered is shortly after the Ellen show, I remember giving my kids some real money as I was teaching them a concept, and their excitement was through the roof. Like I've never seen anything before like it in my life, right? I'm sure anyone would get excited with the real money, but it showed me there's some type of thirst there for it. But the unfortunate thing about being an educator and with so much going on is that we don't have the time nor the tools to actually teach kids the basic foundation of financial literacy and give them the skills and concepts they need. And that's why I'm so excited about what Intuit for Education is doing with the Hour of Finance, because it is a very dynamic program that you can just plug and play, and kids can get in there and compete and have a great time learning about credit and learning about interest rates and so forth, so that when they're older, they can actually make things happen for themselves and have a great future.
Love that. Well, that was teed up perfectly then for you then, Dave. So talk to us more about what Intuit is doing to kind of solve this problem and work with educators like Michael.
Absolutely. So first, Intuit's a global financial technology platform, and we're actually leveraging our 40 years of experience helping our customers become financially capable and confident, and now also help the next generation become the most financially empowered in history. And we're doing that first by the introduction of our Intuit for Education financial education program for schools. This is a free program, provides over 150 hours of interactive and engaging financial resources, like games and real-world simulations that can help kids not only become financially literate, but also capable and confident. And then second, we're providing an easy way for schools to inspire students to become financially literate through Intuit's free Hour of Finance Challenge.
Talk to us more about that, Dave, if you don't mind, about the challenge and how our audience can get involved in it.
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, Cyrus, this is Financial Literacy Month, runs throughout all of April, and we're challenging all schools to spend at least 1 hour teaching personal finance to all their students. And to help them do that, we've created the Hour of Finance Challenge, which includes, a lesson that any teacher, regardless of their experience, can use with their students. And that lesson includes an activity on the basics of credit, and then students get to play the Intuit Prosperity Quest online game, where these students get to build skills in a fun and easy way and receive a score based on how well they do. So that schools use the average score from all their students to compete against other schools from all around the country to win a celebration worth up to $100,000.
Love that. So, Michael, for yourself, you mentioned, of course, how grateful you are for what Intuit is doing. How can financial education make a difference for students? What is it that you found?
Well, I try to look at it honestly, Cyrus, from the micro level first, how we can impact the student's family and their life decisions in regards to improving their net worth, making better decisions when it comes to student loan debt, et cetera. But when we zoom out to the macro level, when you look at how student loan debt is an issue, right, we understand that this simple step is actually going to help our society become even better. People think big results come from big changes, and what I'm learning is that big results come from small incremental changes. And what Intuit has done is created this very powerful tool that is a small change in our education system that can have a huge ripple effect that people can just get in, plug and play, have fun with the competition. But what I love the most is that it's going to create a lot of discourse around finances, which is the most important piece in us moving forward for our students and moving forward as a country.
Great information for our audience as we're already thinking about April because of a lot of people, of course, getting ready before the deadline for tax season, but also recognizing it as Financial Literacy Month. Great conversations for the family. Definitely great to be able to think about the support for our youth, and I'm grateful for the two of you for coming on to talk to us more about this. Dave, if you don't mind, let our audience know, where can they go for more information?
Yeah, absolutely. So teachers or school administrators or parents can go to intuit.com/Hour of Finance to learn more or to register for the free Intuit Hour of Finance Challenge or the Intuit for Education program.
We'll definitely make sure we link that up for our audience as well. Dave, Michael, thank you again for the time. Really appreciate the great work that both of you are doing, and looking forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Glad to do it. You're welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live, and let's go make today amazing. Take care.